All right. Welcome back to another round of Civilization 7. A little earlier than usual, because like I said, it's been a little bit of an exhausting day for me, and I'm not sure if I have the energy later on in the day to stream, so I decided to start the stream sooner. And last stream we have finished the exploration age with Genghis Khan, and given that we only have one more enemy civ, so to speak, left, and the rest are hopefully still friendly and allied civs, I've decided to go for the Mughal Empire and pivot over towards an economic victory. Plus 75% gold yields, but minus 25% to all other yields. Means that we hopefully be able to purchase our way to the victory. We also get bonus production towards constructing the Red Fort. We gain the Stepwell that gets 2 food adjacency from farms, which I guess we'll find out how strong that really is, because that for a modern age civ seems a little on the weaker end. A unique infantry unit and a unique settler. We might do a little bit of settling. I guess we'll find out where we have the good resource options. I think I already placed down 2 potential spots. Let's see if that actually saved. We also get 1 food and gold on farms for each adjacent plantation, and on plantations for each adjacent farm. We gain 2 gold on quarters with walls, 3 combat strength for all units, and 25% production towards purchasing anything, which we'll definitely want to have. And I still have the Scythian Battle Axe and the Art of War. This will probably not be that important. It's mostly in because I tend to forget that you can change mementos during the age transition. So yeah, that probably could have been better mementos to take, but I guess we still have that one. But that is okay, because like I said, we only have 1 more city from Isabella to take, and the rest is friendly, hopefully soon allied. That would be rather nice. I thought, yeah, I wanted to settle here, and I have a settlement right here. Do I have any others? I think these are all the settlements that I wanted to do, if I recall correctly. So let's immediately start by getting our hands on our unique settler. That gets 1 population to new settlements. 1 here and 1 down here. Before we upgrade, let's first start the modern age. The modern age has begun. Now we've got the economic dark age, so we could take that 100% production and gold towards rail stations and ports. 1 resource slot in all settlements, but minus 25% culture, and that would actually be quite helpful for an economic victory. Oh goodness me, I'm already yawning. But we could also get 3 war support on all wars declared against you. Nah, that's probably not worth anything. 5 opinions and religions. I might be inclined to just go for it. I mean, I already get minus 25% culture, So we won't win a culture victory. But if we could get +1 resource slot in all settlements, that may potentially open up some options for quicker... Yeah, you know what? I've never taken a Dark Age. Let's go for the economic Dark Age here. We get more production and more gold towards rail stations and ports, which is quite nice. We could also turn Pataliputra or Waset into my new capital. Do I care Pataliputra or where is Waset? There's Nineveh. That was Waset. I mean, Waset being a city that can produce stuff would be quite nice. But Waset doesn't really have that much space to build on. Then again, Pataliputra has a little bit more. But probably Waset has probably the... You have 41.5 production, you have 40... Yeah, it's not that far off. I still think I'd rather... What's my current capital? My current capital is Karakorum. I think I'm happy with the way things are. I'd much rather turn Pataliputra and Waset into cities of their own. And then immediately start with a not with a grocer, but with a city park. And let's upgrade our ships. I would like to have go down the logistics path. Not that this will do me anything good. But yeah. That was quite the nice upgrade though. I still kinda sorta hope that we can get that through that war pretty quickly, and with just one oh no, that is actually an empty army command. Why is that an empty army commander? Because my troops are... Just out of curiosity, would you like an alliance? Yes, 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 yes. How about you? Sweet. And how about you? Alright, the alliances are up and running, meaning I can actually move through your territory. Means I need to move these units through the territory first, is the problem. So it'll be a couple of turns. But we need to be a little quick. Just in case she has a settler. Although she can't get that... I mean, she might have produced a settler at the end of last age. And just put it, I don't know, somewhere where it can safely just move away. But yeah, we'd like to take over her last city before she can make another one. Basically knock her out the game as quick as possible. That is the plan. And then full send towards an economic victory. Let's get the Kowlin. And we need money. Though I am thinking about getting a scientific city-state first. I have the feeling that given that I get minus 25% on all yields and the AI already gets a little bit of a bonus, I might have a little bit of a scientific problem. Yeah. Hey Elvic, I would say yes. I would say it's definitely worth the money. I enjoy it quite a lot, and it can hopefully only get better from there. Yeah, City Park, we need some happiness going. I know I'm a little bit over my cap, but that's okay. I think I just didn't I just miss like an upgrade for you. You still have an upgrade point, yes. Thank you for the no problem. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them as truthfully as I can. That means in terms of civics, we don't really care about natural history. So maybe we want to go through the Mughal civics first. Mainly, I'd like to have the 25% gold towards purchasing anything. Did you like Civ 5 or Civ 6 more? That depends on which mood you catch me in. I like them both, and I have days where I would like to play Civ 5 more than I like to play Civ 6, and I have days where it's the other way around. Civ 5? I mean, Civ 5 had the advantage that you could actually build anything in one city and don't need to think about where to place which district, but Civ 6 is more tactical in that way, where you can actually go for adjacencies, and if you get that sweet huge adjacency, that is quite satisfying. So yeah, I can't really tell you what I like more. I like them both, and same for Civ 7. I can't really tell you, okay, do I like that Civ more than the other Civ? Okay, let's get the... I mean, look at that. That is sweet. What the hell? Oh! Thank you for joining, Elvic. I hope you enjoy your stay. And I hope you enjoy the streams. I hope I can be a little bit entertaining at the very least. Ooh, horses are no empire resource anymore. That is interesting. All right. Yeah, City Park is definitely needed. And so yeah, what I was saying, yeah, you are brimming with discontent. I'd like you to stay where you are. Oh my goodness, I can go through all the units. I think, yeah, we'll let you stay where you are for now. What I wanted to say is I'm thinking of picking up a scientific, because like with the science, from all my allies, I am so far behind in science per turn. So getting a scientific city-state like Tehran would actually be quite nice. But I think after that one, I should probably I should probably focus on economic city-states to get my economy really going. Okay, these can all stay. It's kind of sad that this was actually an empty army commander that kind of delayed the attack a little bit. Really, there needs to be a button where I can just say, you know what, all units just stay put. Okay. Yeah, you can take a look around a little bit more. Although I might want you back at some point. Where do we send you? I guess around and around and around. What's the smart? I mean, 20% gold for more gold would be quite nice. Though 20% science and culture would be great as well, especially because I'm lacking. Thing is, do I want to full commit to the gold bonus, or do I want to say, okay, I think I just full commit to gold. I think that is something we can do. Just fully commit and see what there's a settler. I already see you. I want to settle around here. We might need to take a look where that settler is going, and I didn't see where that settler is going. We might need to enter the war already. Why is that a... I can't get through there. That's pain. I cannot get through there. Okay, is the settler still there? I don't know. I mean, but he can't get out there as well. He needs to be in there still, right? Am I weird for thinking that? Okay, I think next turn we should be able to go. Alright, let's see where this is going. In we go, around we go. And we'll just attack. And attack, you can go there. I will send you down eastwards as well. Let's get, like I said, we want the full send towards gold. And there's nothing really interesting right now, so we'll just take that and swap it for once we get a better option. There's the settler. Okay, you can settle as well now, so that's Delhi. Oh, 3 already. Where's the next? Up there. I think I'd like to give you a brickyard real quick to get that kinnin done. Aha! Nice. And it looks like they all stayed in the alliance, which is lovely. Let's settle here as well. I would like you to have a brickyard here to get this kinnin and the citrus. Was there there's another treasure resource, so not treasure resource, factory resource. Let's get that one as well. And I will just get this because I would like to save a little bit of my influence to befriend independence, because they will be quite helpful. In we go. We cannot yet shoot is the problem. But we can attack. And move to here. Now, you can give me a grocer. I would like to save that tile for some cultural buildings, or for at least one culture. I think I can only do one. At least it looked like I can only do one. Aha, my army commander gained experience! That should be you. Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Let's go down the bastion tree. I would like you to attack here. We can send you in. We can send you in. We can send you to here. And the army commander in. And we can shoot once with the mortar. We would like to get another shot at it though, so we will wait one more turn. The problem is you cannot do anything. Oh, you can make a range. Ooh. Right, they can do a siege range attack, which is actually quite huge. Alright, and with that we should be able to make a double ranged attack, and that should be it.
Que busqué acrecentar la gracia de Dios en aquesta tierra. De esta soy echada. Para vivir entre simples porqueros y... ¿Cuál es la palabra? Horneros.
And that is it. And if all goes to according to plan, we only have allies for the rest of the game. I mean, granted, eventually we will run into the trouble that we probably have different ideologies. And when that is the case, I need to decide who I want to keep as my ally and who I don't want to keep as my ally. But that's a future problem. What we can do now first, though, that's a 23 turns Oxford. Do we have a quicker? That's a 16 turn Oxford. That's a 40 turn Oxford. So Karakorum will actually build me Oxford University before we finish the brochure. Can I give you anything productive? I can give you a handful of stepwells. That's more production for you. A new perspective. The expansion of Mughal culture opens the door to outside influence, and painters shift towards single-point perspective work. The art community excitedly leverages this new technique, producing a wide variety of paintings across many genres: portraits, historical scenes, court celebrations. The public is particularly fixated on a painting of a fight between a spider and a snake. Technique is refined through experimentation. Art should bring joy no matter the subject. Art should bring joy no matter the subject. We need science. Deluge and drought. Every season come the rains, and an abundance of water swelling the rivers and nourishing the fields. But for the rest of the year, the earth grows so dry it cracks and crops die. With wells deep enough to capture the rains, life could be preserved even when the dust chokes out the sun. In each city, have a step well. In each city, that would be... In this particular case, that would be Karakorum, Pataliputra, and Waset, which I can do. It did say in each city, might I add. Okay, so that did not work the way I hope it would. Let's see if we can get stepwells anywhere else. We have quite some money. We don't need stepwells on every tile. We just need a stepwell in each of our settlements for now. So let's get some stepwells done. We started at Waset. Do we even have the money right now? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we need 3. Another stepwell up here. Now to Ba'ak. 1 stepwell here. Now to Altai. 1 stepwell here. White Oak can get a stepwell right here. You can get a stepwell here. Pataliputra has a stepwell already. Nineveh can get a stepwell. You can get a stepwell. Waset already has one. You can get a stepwell. I think we might need to wait a couple more turns. Yes. Pudanagala. We need to wait a turn. Step by step, the local step well is always running low, and the farmers who visit it often end up in debates. A deeper well would better support the local farms and increase their yields, but a more decorative one might become a tourist attraction, bringing prosperity. Industry must have more water, economy needs more tourists. I mean, eventually we'll get 3 cult, that could be up to 6, but we need gold on step. How do step wells... What I'm just we'll see. How do step wells look? I did build one here, didn't I? There. That is a very pretty, unique building. I like that. Okay, you can give me a port. Ports seem now to be a good idea. And with 1800 gold in, we can get a couple more step wells eventually. We can get one, for example, right here. Then Delhi. Delhi cannot get a step well. Kabul can't get one either. Madrid is still in unrest, and we're back at Karakorum. So Kabul, and where do I need the step wells to go? Must placed on an existing improvement on flat terrain. We might need you to have some more food so that you grow a little quicker. On Wings of Steel. Amid the unending chaos of modernity, new threats call for new tactics. This is a challenge Genghis Khan knows well. Defeat an air unit with an air unit 3 times. That will hopefully not happen. Okay, you can get the Red Fort, and you know what? You might as well try to get the Red Fort. Okay. Some more food real quick. And you could use some food too. There's a granary. Do I get... I can get towards all the mills. And a stone cutter. Ooh. Don't do that. And I would like to have a grocer and some ironworks. So 3 turns, and you also grow in 3 turns. A Haboob dust storm. I see boob. How long is your 6 turns? That'll hopefully work out. Okay, do we have more economic city-states? Because that would be quite nice. Yes, Mozon Khani is one more. Divided opinion. The recent barrage of storms triggers a wide-scale movement to better understand such awesome phenomena. And new groups form to help cope with future disasters. A cluster of researchers argue that weather must be studied scientifically to protect people and infrastructure. Yet a small community of naturalists prefers to focus on humanitarian efforts in the wake of devastation, arguing that weather is inevitable and should be spiritually revered. I will take the science. If we can get as quickly as possible through the to the key science steps, the technologies, then we can win quicker. Black Blizzard. Scientists claim that the virulent dust storms are fed by contemporary farming methods. With the elimination of native grasses, they say the topsoil no longer holds. Real estate brokers do not care for this logic. Reintroduce native plants or sell more plots. Like I said, science. Okay, you have grown. I would like to grow towards flat grassland because that means I can give you a step well now. Shouldn't you have grown as well? Ah, 2 more turns. Blasted. Okay, you have grown as well. So towards there, so I can give you a step well. Meaning I now only need 1 more step well, and that is in a town where that still rebels. So we might need to wait a little bit. And a flood. I am getting struck by disaster. Hey JR, good to see you too. I hope you're having a wonderful time. How are you doing? It's a little earlier than usual though. But yeah, today was quite exhausting, so that's why I decided to start streaming a little earlier. After the flood, as the flood recedes, specialists take samples of the waters and the new soil deposits they leave in their wake in the hopes of managing future flood events. Fund long-term studies, or invest in short-term, like I said, science. Because now we are already at industrialization and closing in on mass production as well. Yes, sir, I'm doing pretty good. How you doing? That is awesome. I am doing good as well, though a little bit exhausted. But oh my goodness, I need more science. But all in all, I'm doing great.
Soon.
That is steam engine done. We might want another scientific. Do we have another scientific study? I mean, there isn't another economic one. Do I see another scientific one? Unfortunately, it does not look like there is another scientific one. That is a little bit of a shame. There is one that I don't know. Felt that. Yeah, I felt that work been killing me. Oh no! Well then, now sit back, relax, and enjoy. Get some snacks, a little bit to drink, and just. I mean, I don't know what time is it where you live, but I don't know, and enjoy the rest of the day, or take a little break, or something like that. The risk of knowledge. As the booming volcano calls down its rains of ash, the people scramble to evacuate. All except a few suit-streaked scientists who reckless or interpret, depending on who you are, one asks, to forego an opportunity for study. Knowledge may mitigate future disasters, they say. I think I had like 3 disasters in the last 3 turns that each triggered a narrative event that got me 500 science. So I'm not complaining. Could get some more step wells. Ooh, by the way, are you still? You are not. So that means 1 more step well. A little bit of a repair in there. By the way, repairing sounds like a good idea. And that should mean that we have deluge and drought. The people tour the wells, exploring their staircases and murmuring about the wisdom of their leader. That is 3 cultures and step wells, meaning I would like to get my hands on new step wells, technically. Okay, Ibn Battuta has joined democracy. Interesting. I'm not even close to joining anything right now. But interesting, we'll keep that in mind. You can get me, I guess, ironworks. Is there anything that's overbuildable? That's overbuildable. Both are overbuildable. I would like to save you. Okay, everything seems to be overbuildable. Waset could be a problem though. I might not be able to connect Waset to my capital. We'll see. But I mean, if we could turn Karkemis, Karakorum, if we can get them all, that's okay. We should have. I mean, looking at it, we have a couple of resources. If we don't get Waset, that is okay. And we could get There's another Kinnin, though we cannot get that one. But we could get the Kaolin or the coffee. What would be smarter? Got 3 coffees, we've got 3 Kaolins. So whatever we take, we get a 4th one. I guess let's go towards the coffee to help grow the city a little quicker. You have gotten everything so far, so we can go towards the gold. With you, I would like to get the rare minerals. And I see that I want to befriend Marrakesh as well. That is, yeah, a little bit more science. Sounds good. Okay, you start to become my friend. That is awesome. Like to see that. I do not want to purchase anything here just yet. We want to wait until we can start our production hubs, or our factory resource hubs, I should say. And another flood, because of course another flood. Why wouldn't there be another flood? We love floods here in Madrid. So 3 more turns until we can get rail stations. And oh goody, and what's that doing? A volcano eruption. What's the gold doing here? Is it still doing the discount? It is. So we'd like to repair that. We would love to have more gold. That means we now have 120? Yeah, 120% gold towards purchasing buildings. Which hopefully makes that a little easier to purchase stuff. Let's repair the fishing boat here as well. Why not? I do not want to purchase anything else just yet. Although I mean I could get some
I wonder
ports.
Anybody does anything at Oxford but dream and remember.
Love the music. Yeah, me too. They're pretty chill. And provided by, I can tell you that, Chillhop, if I remember correctly. Can I get... Yes! Music provided by Chillhop, thank you very much for doing so. And I'm glad that you like it. I felt like that might be a little better than, you know, having nothing there. I'm just never sure. Is it loud enough? Because I have it pretty quiet, but when I rewatch the streams, it still seems kinda loud, and I'm constantly thinking, is it loud enough? Could it be louder? I just hope it'll be loud enough. Ooh, I would love to go towards the expansions to get the settlement limit. Not gonna lie. I would also love to have 70 more science though. Gold, always nice. I think I want to go towards the settlement limit though. That would be great to have. One more turn and we can start purchasing some rail stations.
Is the place we prove real by dying in it.
While we finish the Red Fort. Still quite the pretty wonder. Okay, what's the production of rail stations? 7 turns? Nah. We can get our hands on some rail stations. Let's get a rail station here. We want a rail station in Pataliputra as well. Meaning you are connected, you all should be connected. I don't think I can connect you, but I think a port should be enough to connect, hopefully. We do want a rail station here as well. 1 rail station here. And I think a port as well. And Nineveh shall also get a rail station and a port. Speaking of, you could use a grocerer so that you can actually give me a port as well. And one more port right here. So you should have a port and rail station. Everyone should have a... I mean, you don't have a port, but I don't think you can get access to a port. But I mean, at the very least, let's see. I mean, Padaliputra works, Karakorum works, and yeah, these have all 4. That is great. I think you already have a port as well. No, you don't, but you can get a port. If I give you a rail station too, you cannot get over Kabul. That does mean you also have... That is great. Okay, that should hopefully for now be enough. While we save a little bit more money and while we wait for the factories to be unlocked. Economic attribute, that's an economic point. Meaning 78 more gold per turn. I'll take it. 340, next turn we can start to befriend more people. I don't care about Battersea. I would rather have... Ooh, you don't have a port yet. Well, that is absolutely not acceptable. I would like to have a laboratory, but mostly I would like to have ironworks. A little bit more production would be quite helpful. And another eruption. You should have a port. I could give you a rail station. Not sure if that's worth anything. I guess we'll see, but if it would work... I mean, I guess that probably would also mean that you cannot get yourself a rail station. Okay. It's okay, let's get some more gold. Unfortunately, we can't get that gold. Should have settled a little bit smarter, I assume, but I guess it's whatever. There's some more horses, which sure, let's take them. 20% more gold is always nice. We'll take 8 gold on quarters with walls. I would like to repair the medieval bridge. You are good so far. Okay, Marrakesh starts to become a friend. Let's befriend you as well. Can we want to? We cannot get the citrus, but we could get eventually the kinin. Unfortunately, we cannot get that kinin. But we should hopefully have enough resources eventually. Now let's get, yeah, 5%. I mean, ooh, but resource capacity in a settlement with a factory? Yes, I'd rather have that one.
Face of a city
there
changes
is,
faster than a human
at the very
heart.
least, a settlement limit. I'd like to have an opera house. Nothing here. Still would like to have Marrakesh. We don't have any other economical city-state either. We might want to take a look at the map a little bit more. We might find some either another economical or hopefully another scientific one. Although granted, we don't really need science after we've unlocked the factories. We should be okay once we have factories unlocked. But I don't care for Battersea. I would like to have an opera house. Nineveh is brimming with discount, minus 23. Okay, let's accept that fact and not look at it any further. We need 2 more settlement limits, and we need them quite quick. Tubman went for commun. I can already see it. Democracy, communism, fascism. I do not want to. We could go Battersea here. I don't care for Battersea. I would like to have a laboratory first. Because I feel like for as long as I don't have a an ideology... Ooh, did you take one as well? Communism. So we've got democracy, communism, communism. So if I were to take one, I probably would take communism, because that would keep 2 of my allies allied. The 2 that have by far the most military. So that's nice. I am thinking of just not taking any ideology, because as far as I can see that, for as long as I don't take an opposing one, I don't get the not the benefit, the opposite of benefit. What's the word? I don't get like a negative influence penalty. That's the word. So in order to keep my alliances running, I think the smartest move would just be to not take an ideology. So I guess we won't do ideology this game. Okay, 280 abso-freaking-lutely. We want more money. Go for a department store. I would like to have a laboratory. A little bit more science would be nice.
A monarch should ever be intent on conquest. Lest...
Okay, 18 more. I mean, we've got the Gunpowder Empire, 3.74 units, don't really care about that one. And 18 tons, we've got 25% gold towards purchasing anything. I can see that this will probably, well, take longer than it would help. But I think we'll still take it, even though I can probably not really benefit from it. Or not that much. What the hell is going on down here? Is that like an Antarctic expedition or what? I mean, there's, what was that? That's a ship off the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ship off the line. A cuirassier, 3 cuirassiers, 2 line infantries, a scout, a merchant, and a settler. I feel... Hang on. Wait, did it? Wait. I need to double check something. It did say Tecumseh. Tecumseh's gone. Why the hell are his units down there? What happens if I attack them? Can I even? I can't even attack them. There, it looks to be like there's another unit of his. The game might have bugged out here. Not gonna lie, I don't think that this should... that they should be in the game where they are. That seems a little odd. Wild. One more turn and we can start the mass production. Oh, does that mean that, yo, you might know you are not a city-state, you're just a ruin. Okay, let's get a factory in here. Can we get another factory here? And one factory right here. You cannot get a factory, right? Yeah, you unfortunately cannot get a factory. You should be able to get a factory. Not sure if it's worth for you, but I guess we'll have it. A factory right there. And Nineveh can also get a factory. Now the big question is, can Waset get a factory? And the big answer is, yes, Waset can. Meaning, let's get rid of all of these, minus the nickel. And place some factory resources. We've got some chocolate for Pataliputra. We've got some citrus for Waset. We've got some coffee for Imgorenil and Lil. Right, but I forgot. Kabul should also be able to get a factory. No, I don't want to get rid of the stepwell here. Delhi, not really. I don't think I have gotten anything for Delhi. Kabul can get some tin. Karkemish can get some kaolin, and Nineveh can get some kinin, meaning Kausambi is actually not that important for factory resources because, I mean, we're already filled. So Kausambi for now can... Ah, you're just a town, never mind. Yeah, I guess that's it for now then. Until we get more factory resources. Now? Where do we want to go? What's the next best thing? Production of mines and woodcutters. Ooh, that's a lot of production right there. Yeah, let's go for the industrialization mastery, I guess. It is really just a waiting game now. And let's take a look at the rankings so far. I mean, artifact-wise, we need to get as many points as quickly as possible because artifacts might turn out to be a problem. You cannot give me another factory resource. You can give me... What can you give me? Stock exchange, a little bit more money. Sure, why not? Which city-state do we want to try to befriend next? I think we want to befriend you next. You can still give me one more coffee. Do I want to... I don't have the settlement limits, the problem. Let's get the culture up and running. We are behind when it comes to culture and science. We are getting minus 25% though. That should be okay, though. Hopefully, maybe. Actually, I don't know if it's okay or not. Let's get the food going a little bit quicker while we get an opera house. Kumasi should soon become my friend. I mean, the one thing that is a tornado family, I don't like that. Have we befriended you? We do not. We did not befriend you. So that's probably the next one we want to befriend. Honestly. I mean, I guess we can go for, or we can try to go for Battersea Station. That is okay. Now we've got the crucial stuff. What I also wanted to say is I feel like what would be awesome, imagine like if you put an expedition camp on a volcano and that actually helps in like preventing getting any damages, or like maybe not entirely preventing, but like reducing the damage taken from volcano eruptions. I would love that. Rules of engagement. A scientist compiles 15 rules for forecasting tornadoes, but the communications office throws up a roadblock to distribution. It claims the word tornado will trigger public panic if spoken on broadcasts, and orders a ban on its use despite meteorologists' protest. Do not say tornado, the people must be informed. We've got the science we needed, we can now go for other stuff like happiness. Gotten all the science that we wanted. Now it's just a matter of getting the points as quickly. Ooh, we can repair a temple. Let's do that. We could purchase some stepwells actually. That is quite a lot of culture. We started in Goddess. I mean that's 5 gold, 3 culture. So let's get a couple of stepwells going. To maybe enhance our culture. That might take a while. I should have looked at what my culture was like before I started doing that, because I feel like that might jump quite a bit. But I'm not sure if it jumps enough for the investment to be worth anything. Okay, what would be smart? One, we would get 1, 2 in any combination. Can't get more stepwells here. We can get 1 more stepwell here. Can get 2 more stepwells here. No more stepwell here. A lot more stepwells. 1, although 2 as well. 1, 2, yeah, we would get 2 more stepwells around here. 4 more stepwells in here. 1 more stepwell here, 1 more stepwell here, another one right here. Nothing in Madrid, nothing in Karakorum. And we're back at Goddess. Wonderful! That is all the stepwells we can get for now. We're still, I mean, we are actually in 2nd place culture-wise.
The world.
Let's get purchasing power. And I mean, even Batuta just run away culture-wise. The beauty of sound. The Mughal Empire resounds with the melodies of its people. Voice and instruments combine in ragas of all forms. The imaginative Khyal, the syllabic Tarana, the ancient Drupad. While new creations such as the sitar add nuance to existing ensembles. Economic or I think I want the expansion. The expansionist was the one that gives me a settlement limit. Wonderful, we are finally not at minus settlement limit. That is lovely. Okay, we have finished that one. And we can now purchase wonders with gold. Do we have wonders? Ooh, right. We could get the mosque. 15 yield. actually improvements that might make that one. Let's get some wonders going.
Remember and remember, merchant child. Your desires are the enemies of war.
I forgot that they could purchase wonders with gold. Okay. Let's see if we can't purchase some more wonders. Should we just stay? We could convert you to a city. But it does not look like we can. Are there any? Well, let's see if there are any wonders currently up for grabs. Under construction requires. Okay, the rest requires you. The World's Fair. Wait. Does that mean I can purchase the World's Fair? Okay. Sure. I guess that seems reasonable. But we need to unlock more more civics for new wonders. But with all the money that we're making, I'm kind of tempted to just purchase more stuff in towns. You know, like really, not cities, but like, where did we start? We started in Karkemis. To get the towns going. And I think like, I mean, first more growing, but also production, I think translates into gold. So that should always, that should help quite well actually. I mean, we won't finish anything. And we will probably spend much more money than is actually worth anything, given that we can get some rail stations and stuff going. But I mean, we're making quite a lot of money anyway. So why not? For example, let's get a rail station here. Let's get a port as well. That's always more money. Also some ironworks, a grocerer, a grist mill, defensive fortifications, and a bunch of modern bridges. And with that, we are done in Madrid and continue in Winchester once we've got a couple more turns of money in. I wanted to start befriending you now. We could claim the artifact. I do not care about artifacts. That is not the goal that we're going after. Let's get some more happiness going. And a Kinnin resource. Didn't one... You had Kinnin. Wonderful. I mean, granted, we are already at the first milestone, and we're halfway through the second milestone. But it's okay. Let's get 20% more gold. Let's get the combat strength in, I guess. You can get me a grocerer. I will wait a... I mean, we're making 4,000 gold per turn. We could actually just... We finished Madrid. You can build stuff, meaning you are the next one. A rail station going here, a factory going here, a grocer going there, and you still need a little bit more money. Winchester. It's another factory town that will not do a damn thing. Stuff's expensive though.
In the Enlightenment,
that is the Hermitage.
what does not add up in
we should have. Yes, we have.
Every passion borders on the chaotic,
That's so much.
but the collector's passion borders on the chaos of memories.
I mean, getting 75% more gold is one thing, but then getting the ability to use that gold to purchase wonders is absolutely insane. And I love it. I love everything about it. Let's boost towards aerodynamics. Now, not that we want to build anything. Ooh, haha, run. Run! Although, yeah, thinking about it, if we get that, maybe getting an airport. It's not an airport. In every city. Ooh. New wonder unlocked. What was. Must be placed adjacent to a district. Eiffel Tower!
The tower can live on itself. One can dream there, eat there, observe there, understand there. One can feel oneself cut off from the world, and yet the owner of a world.
What I wanted to say is maybe I'm not purchasing every building in every town because I think you can get aerodromes in settlements as well, and I cannot be bothered with leveling up all of the flight commanders. Plus, also, I mean, we've just got the second milestone. We're going very, very quickly towards the victory condition. We might need money. I would also like to save up influence now.
Cross
There
the sea
is
like a bird.
Muzibu Azalampanga. Must be placed adjacent to a lake. I just settled Kabul, who also can get me a stepwell. There we go.
Princes are like pythons. They swallow each other.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Getting 75% more gold is one thing. Being able to use that gold to purchase wonders is another thing. Being able to purchase wonders in settlements is another thing. Wait, didn't I just get coffee? Where is the coffee? 1, 2, 3. Why don't I? Didn't I just get coffee? I thought I just got coffee. I might be wrong. Yeah. We're about to get them wonders.
You asked me once if I remembered Battersea.
Oh yeah, I actually built Battersea.
And now I do.
You asked me once if I remember Battersea. I think I said it every time, but I immediately get AC Syndicate vibes when I'm seeing that. And I don't know, because I think Syndicate is like the time in which Syndicate plays, I don't know, is before Battersea. So I'm not entirely sure why I think of Syndicate, but I always think of Syndicate when I see the Battersea station. Power station, that is. We're good, we're doing good, we're doing fine. You do not need anything. Yeah, influence could be a problem. Thinking about it. Influence might turn out to be a problem. Ah, we'll see what's going on. We'll see. I'd like to see what's here. That one tile stressed me. Ooh, wonder. We got a wonder. Hang on. What did we get? We got Dogo Onsen, must be placed adjacent to coast. We should have a settlement adjacent to coast, right? White Oak. White Oak.
It is cold, but we have sake and the hot spring.
Oh my goodness. That is my civ, basically. That is my civ. Should have gotten the 2 culture on wonders memento, even though I'm not entirely sure if that's per age. But like, even if it's not per age, that is just insane. Now, culture-wise, what's the ranking in general? Yeah, we're doing good. We're a-okay. Do we need what would we need production for? I'm not entirely sure. And there we are. Where's my grape? First of all, the parrot and the sword. The quality of miniature paintings reaches new heights in the Mughal world, and a courtier proposes immortalizing the moral tales of a talkative parrot. Another protests that a more fitting subject would be the epic of an ancient hero. Commission the tales of the Tutinama, or commission the epic of Hamzanama. We'll take the culture, I guess. We want that wonder. Secret history. Museum scholars make a remarkable find. A once lost history of the forebears of Mughal and its illustrious founder. An amalgam of truth and fiction. History and epic. Translation and adaptation. The words it contains are yet both distant and familiar. This was fated to happen. Artifact, the secret history of the Mongols. The past is in the past. Like I said, I don't care for relics. Artifacts. This game. I am here for economy. Where are the capitals? Seriously, where the hell is your capital? There is one at the very least. Oh my goodness, I was about to say. Got the social policy slot now. There is flight. Don't care for a radio, for an aerodrome, but radio stations sound like a good idea. Don't care about the artifact. Oh, what? Yeah, please? Please, I don't care about production roads, buildings, and what. I purchase all my wonders. You can go, I'll just take you. And combat strength, that can go, I'll just take you. You do not need anything else.
The one who adapts his policy to his times prospers.
Must be placed on rough terrain.
Just as the rain breaks through an ill-thatched house, so passion penetrates an undeveloped mind.
That is so insane. I mean, get a decent science and culture, and can anyone else compete? Like, even in a multiplayer game? Or is it just, okay, when we see we've got the Mughal Empire in our game, yeah, that's sure, they can get the wonders. Who needs wonders anyway? Because it feels like nobody can compete. I don't know, might be wrong, but it certainly does feel like that. Okay, the Great Banker. Well, how much? I have 545. I don't need to be worried about anything. And I thought I had not enough influence. That was a fucking lie. Yeah, Nineveh is brimming with discontent, I know. It's okay, everything is fine. The problem is there we are, Kathmandu and Tokyo. So like what, 1 turn, 2 turns, 3, 4 turns, and then we'll see if I can actually purchase. If I can purchase the World's Fair, I might lose it a little bit. I don't know. I might be ecstatic. Teleporting in. Like that there's a... But I mean, we are friendly. We are so friendly. We are overly friendly. Let's do that. I don't even need to... Didn't I need to... World's Fair's culture. World's Fair was not economic. World's Fair obviously was cultural. Why did I think that World's Fair was economic? But that begs the question, why do I need to build the World's Fair, but not the World Bank?
The world economy is stitched together as never before. And in this new tapestry comes a voice of order.
That is the question that we need to think about. Why is it just that when I go through that, it just means, yeah, okay, you've gone through for all the... I mean, nah, it can't be, it will take a little longer because I mean it's not really late into the game actually, but it'll take a while when you have more than just 3 capitals you need to go for. But like, still, why don't I need to build the World Bank? I don't know. All I know is that was that. For almost 5,000 gold per turn. We've made a lot of progress in the last stream so that we only have 3 people left in this era, and all of them were allied with me, so that made it a little bit easier. Going through the 500 Railroad Tycoon points rather quickly. Honestly, I think the longest... What took the longest was getting to the point where we can start with the points. And then just take the World Banker and go on a world tour. And I mean... Buying in some wonders. I love that skill so much. Oh my goodness, I love that skill so much. Yeah, that's it. I hope you had a wonderful time. That is Genghis Khan, the new leader. What can I say? He is very nice when you want to play a militaristic game. I am not the biggest militaristic fan. I like his skills, don't get me wrong. He can pair very, very good with Mongolia. Obviously. The skills are great for just pure domination. I just think that unless you full commit for domination, the game's a bit... The game's a bit harsh with when you play good at dominating the AI in terms of, yeah, you can go for a domination golden age, but getting anything else then is really tough. Because, I mean, I guess you could just not destroy the AI and hopefully go through that, but like in general, your empire will be unhappy because the AI almost always has more cities than you can hold. And I mean, you can get, I think, 9 settlement limits in the ancient era, antiquity age, you need 12 points, so you need to conquer settlements. And you need to find a balance, because like conquer settlements, they lose, they're not connected to your empire. You need to connect. Generally, I don't enjoy going to war excessively. I feel like it punishes the rest of the game. But if you do it, Genghis Khan is a great leader to do so. And yeah, that is it. I'm not sure who I'm going to play next stream. I might play Chung Truck, because I think I've never played her on stream. Did I? That might not be true. I actually don't know, but I've rarely played her. And there, I believe, is a new civ as well in the exploration age that has Chung Truck as one of the requirements. Though I need to see. I'm not sure if she too is a leader that goes for more of a militaristic style. I might play someone else, because frankly we've done militaristic with Friedrich in the 3 streams before. Now we've gone militaristic with Genghis Khan in 2 of the 3 streams right here. And I kind of want to make a chill empire for once again. So we'll see. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do potentially next Thursday, if nothing goes wrong, if nothing gets in the way. But for now, I would say I'll call it here. Thank you all for joining. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you had a wonderful time watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!